Good morning, world. This is Edward Bevilacqua. Once again, this is Wednesday, November 7th, 2018, day after Election Day here in Nevada. It was kind of a sweep of important spots by Democrats, but that's a different story. So we're here to do review and talk about Simon Sinek once again. And unfortunately, I'm holding my Chromebook to produce this. I don't have a tripod today and I don't have great lighting. Maybe I can move over here if it's a little bit dark. But we just have to do what we have to do. So what's happening today? Simon Sinek, I am my connectome. Simon Sinek about neurotransmitters, leaders eat last. And we're going to review yesterday. So overall, again, what's our purpose for being here? Our purpose for being here is to learn tools and techniques for success. What does that mean? Well, success for us is having money plus meaning and purpose. Money is what? Just the ability to experience more. We don't have any value judgments associated with money. It's just a tool. It's like a hammer. It's like the Force in Star Trek, Star Wars. Money enables us to experience more. It's just the ability to experience more. It's not positive. It's not neutral. Money is what money does. And in this case, all we want it to do is give us the ability to experience more. That's number one. Two, meaning, success. Second part is success. Money plus meaning and purpose. And in this classroom, meaning and purpose means service to others. And so our system is based on the belief that you cannot be successful unless you have both money and meaning and purpose in life. And meaning and purpose in life for us is service to others. And service to others means you have to sacrifice for other people. And our path to that is power, getting other people to do what you want. You cannot be successful if you don't have other people in the equation. So how does Simon Sinek fit into that? Well, our approach to having people do what we want is to understand why I behave the way I do and who I am. And who I am is related to my brain, my connectome. Inside of my brain are neurons that store the information of who I am. And how do we know this? Well, we know this because if you have a traumatic brain injury, the things that you used to know, the person that you were is gone. Now, the good news is the brain is plastic, so it can be rebuilt and reshaped, but you're not going to be built back into the person that you were before. You're going to be built back into somebody different. Everybody knows somebody that's had a stroke. Once they've had the stroke, they're just a different person. So our lived past, our anticipated future, our imagination, our ability to simulate, and other things are all stored in our connectome. Yesterday, we started in the second part of our brain, how our brain works, and that was neurotransmitters. And we looked at part of Simon Sinek, and I'm sure everybody felt that was just a great TED Talk. His purpose was talking about leadership. Our purpose for Simon Sinek was to learn about the neurotransmitters because he breaks them down very well. So you probably saw endorphins, which do what? Mask physical pain. And not mental pain, not spiritual pain, not emotional pain, physical pain. So people that are working out or exercising or doing labor, after a while, you have a positive attitude towards it, you're going to release endorphins. That's number one. Number two, dopamine. Dopamine is the thing that gets us to get stuff done. And in caveman days, dopamine was very important. And it was probably the people who released more dopamine were the ones that survived. They're the ones that made it. The people with low dopamine were not committed enough to get the food to survive, to do what it takes. Today, the problem with dopamine is it makes you get stuff done to make you feel good. And sometimes that stuff is stuff that's not actually good. It's addictive type things. You'll probably learn about serotonin today, which is pride. doing things because it makes us look good, status, etc. Very important. And you'll learn about oxytocin. And I would say take special note to learn about oxytocin, because oxytocin is what is released when you actually do service to other people. When you sacrifice for other people, that should release oxytocin. If you're not releasing oxytocin, that means you're not sacrificing for people. You're not really giving service to others. And so you're not going to have anything that's meaningful and purposeful. And then tomorrow we're going to start learning about the reticular activation system. Tomorrow, Thursday, reticular activation system. And what we're going to get from that is how the things that we believe pass through the functional filter called the reticular activation system and get into our brain and behavior, because there's a lot of stuff, supposedly about 400 billion bits of information coming in from our senses up into our brainstem every second. And our brain cannot absorb all that. So it only picks out the stuff that's important to us. And that is what the reticular activation system does. So we need to learn how to program that. And so that's where we are for today. Thank you very much for being there. I have reports from Latasha that everybody in Reno is doing a great job. They're making progress. Remember, this is not supposed to be easy. This is supposed to be hard. So if you find that it's easy, you're not pushing yourself enough. You have to be better than the people that are applying for jobs. That's how they're going to choose you to have a job. This is the opportunity, and people in Reno especially, this is the opportunity provided by WellCare to help you move forward in life. What you have to do is do your best, and remembering stuff is what you need to do. So please watch these TED Talks again, watch my video talking about the TED Talk and what we're doing again. Do your Coursera every day, even when you're not at class. Do Quizlets, really learn the stuff. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out. And so there's a maxim that you should adopt, which is you pay for what you get and you get what you pay for. So now is the time you have to pay to get knowledge, important knowledge. And you do that by repetition. So Neil Martin, we've got to get this stuff crammed down into our brain and into our unconscious brain. And that happens from repetition and commitment to doing it. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll see you all tomorrow.